Hi, my name is Heather. I am the Senior Civilian Police Advocate, and I have worked with New Hope since May of 2015. So CPA stands for Civilian Police Advocate, and we are New Hope community-based advocates that are located directly out of the police departments. We serve as an additional resource to anyone who has been affected by domestic or sexual violence, and this includes people who have reported to the police or individuals who would perhaps like to report but are looking for additional information on what that process may look like. Sometimes a criminal justice response is helpful, while other times it may escalate a situation or place the person in danger. We do not pressure anyone into reporting or doing anything they feel uncomfortable doing, but instead we provide options and we safety plan to meet the individual where they're at. Just like any other program at New Hope, we follow the empowerment model and just simply support the person throughout the process. So we provide resources based on the individual's short-term or long-term goals. A lot of the times people aren't aware that New Hope's in the community and aren't informed of all the services that we have to offer, which include counseling, help with housing, our Safe Plan advocates that are located directly out of the courthouses. So we can have a discussion and see if New Hope can help them with their situation. Now sometimes we refer out to other agencies, other local social service agencies in the community. We all try to stay pretty well connected. We also inform people on the Department of Transitional Assistance, again with housing issues. They actually have a domestic violence unit, so we can refer to them. And sometimes it's even just like food pantries or something to help them, get through what they're going through short term. So it really looks different to each person, and of course there's no way that we can know every resource in the community, so we certainly work as a team at New Hope to take the information of the individual, what they're needing assistance with, and then we can always go back and talk to other advocates who have maybe helped somebody in a similar situation, see what they have to offer, and then get back to the person with the appropriate referral. Just like any other New Hope advocate, we have confidentiality with our clients that are privileged, which means that we want the individual to feel safe and open talking to us about what's going on. So anything that they disclose to us truly stays between us. It is confidential. We do not report back to the police. We do not put things in police reports. We're there to provide options and support, and if a person does make the decision that they do wish to speak to the police or really anybody, we can explain to them that process and how they do that. But really the bottom line is that our confidentiality, we have strong confidentiality with our clients. Now really, a breach of that confidentiality, which we do see, is we are mandated reporters, which translates into if we hear or suspect abuse and neglect of a child, a person with a disability, or an elderly person, we would make a report to the appropriate agency with that information. So we have our own workstations within the police departments, but once again, we only report to New Hope. So if an individual would like to speak to the police about any safety concerns or to see how the police can help them, or really just any additional information, we can support them as they disclose that. But really, once again, with our confidentiality, we don't share anything unless the individual would like us to. We also serve as, I like to say, like ambassadors or liaisons between the police and New Hope community-based services. So if there is an issue, between work hours of pertaining to domestic or sexual violence, we would like the police, or hope that the police feel comfortable and to have a good relationship with them, where they can call us and let us know what's going on and see if we can help the person who's been victimized as a team. And even over the weekend or nights or holidays, we do have the 24/7 hotline that the police can reach out to us and give that information to, again, the client or the person who's been victimized to see if we can support the police when they respond to domestic or sexual violence. No, a person does not have to file criminal charges to work with a civilian police advocate. We are actually able to speak over the phone with an individual, meet them at our main office or even at the police station to have a conversation, again, with what's going to be best for them. Sometimes, again, that is a criminal justice response. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people just want to know what that process looks like if they disclose to the police their situation, and we can give them a little information about what that's going to look like. We can be at the department when they disclose. We can talk about safety planning after disclosing to the police, or even safety planning if they make the decision not to disclose what's going on. But really, no, we're not going to pressure anybody into reporting. We would like the individual to make the decision that's going to be best for them or best for them and their family. Assisting a person is going to look different from person to person, and we've helped people in so many different ways. We have helped them get into shelter. We've sat down and explained their rights through protection orders. We have been able to help with transportation to and from the courthouse, get people into ongoing services through New Hope. And even if it's just planting the seed, I think that that's assisting people, which just means letting somebody know that what happened isn't their fault. That, domestic or sexual violence is never okay. That they do have options, that we understand that leaving is a process, it's not an event. And we hope that the people that we develop relationships with in the community will always feel comfortable calling us and speaking to us and reaching out if they need it, whether it's the CPA or the agency or the police. We do all want to help, and once again, if it's getting somebody or informing somebody about their housing rights as domestic violence, people who've been affected by domestic violence, or if it's explaining how a protective order works. That's really how we assist people, giving options, resources, and support.